and see if it actually did it. Okay, I see the record up there. Okay, hopefully we're recording. Okay. Welcome to Mindset Monday. I'm glad you guys joined us. We have a special guest tonight. But before we bring her on, um, I just want to say I hope you guys are having a great week this week. I know that we are, let's see, today's the 13th. Yep, 13th. Crazy that we're already in almost mid-April. I mean, it's mind-blowing to me that my kids are going to be home full time in just a few weeks. Oh my goodness, which I love not having the rush of school and all that in the mornings, but I get so much Scentsy work done when they're not here. Because like mom. I mean, you guys know. So it's crazy that we're already mid-April. But with that being said, I hope you guys saw that the release today of the Scentsy soak. I had to snag a bunch. I texted a bunch of my soak customer lovers. But those scents are amazing. I cannot wait to get my hands on the new Scentsy soak. And I just love the packaging. So I ordered quite a few extra. I think I'm going to use them for teacher gifts at the end of the year. And put maybe some little good saying about, treat yourself to a, you know, fabulous Scentsy soaked bath or something. So if I get something cute made up, I'll post it on Mindset so you guys can see that. But that released today. I'm trying to think of some of the other big things. Another thing, since he just put a news article up, they are no longer doing a Shining Star, which I'm totally being a Shining Star. Um, what do you call it? Recipient or what? Oh, there I am, guys. Being a Shining Star recipient, I am. I was so honored to get that award. It was very, very humbling. But I also see that none of us are necessarily better than the rest. And there's probably hundreds of shining stars out there that don't ever get the recognition that they need. And so I'm okay with it. I think sometimes people get that and it puts them up on too big of a pedestal, and it gets to them and their ego. And I think that there's too much negative than positive that comes along with it, if that makes any sense. So I saw the announcement. I'm totally fine with it. I think it's actually a really, really good thing. Not that that diminishes, those that have earned it, that kind of thing. Also, Nicole's on here. Me and Nicole get to go to Superstar Director Summit in Boise, Idaho next week. So I will try to be really good about videoing what I can video about the warehouse and things like that and kind of give you some sneak peeks. I don't know what all we'll get to do this year, but if I get to do anything cool or see anything cool, I will post on the Mindset page so you guys can see that. I'm really excited. I need to talk to Amy about I don't think Amy is going, so she may be able to do mindset. I will not be here, so I won't be on Monday. But I will talk to Amy and see if we don't have one for some reason. Look on the mindset page and look for that announcement. But I think we probably will. Um, Ashley said, "What about the Shining Star?" So they're not going to do a Shining Star anymore. They're not going to do that award at SFR each year. They found with it that there was a lot of, I guess, to put it like in a nice way, people would get that award and it would create, I hate to say egos, but it would um, create things that Cincy didn't really like and I didn't like. And I saw it with people who had won before and it just, I don't know. And I also feel like there's so many shining stars out there right now and incredible leaders that never get nominated, never get the award and are fully deserving of it. So I'm okay with them not doing that. I think they're thinking of some other creative awards to do instead. So look for that. I know at Summit we're going to talk about a lot of new stuff. So I'm really excited. If I can share any of that when I come back, I will totally share. So, um, total entitlement. Yes, Tammy, Donetta. So see, you guys all agree with me too. You got it, Ashley. All right. Nicole, as you unmute, Nicole, you guys, she talked on our leadership chat we did last month. Nicole's my upline sponsor. I've known her, gosh, for almost 18 years. She's one of the first consultants. Her ID, you can ask it, it's like two digits or like 103, or it's really, really low. She pretty much helped start Scentsy. She would go to the trailer of Scentsy and pour wax from the crock pot to help fulfill her orders when she first started. When she first started, she had a photo album as a catalog. She because she never quit on Scentsy in the beginning and through all the ups and downs, um, because of leaders like her and people like her, that's why Scentsy is still a success today. Because she didn't have training centers, she didn't have catalogs, she didn't have any of the things that we have nowadays, and she never quit. I mean, she literally had to bring. She can probably share better, but she's told me before, like they would have to go bring checks to Orville's house for orders, and then when they were there, they'd help the kids catch up on orders by filling the wax and getting their orders put together. And so, I'm sure Nicole, you can probably think of a fun story from back in the day to share with us. I wanted Nicole to come on because she has really revamped her business in the last, couple months or so. It's been longer than that, but she's really revamped. And one thing that she's doing really, really well is she's getting people to do rewards links or online parties. So, with that being said, Nicole, jump on, girl. Tell them if you can think of one funny story, maybe from the beginning. I don't know, like if you tripped on a sheep going to the sheep farm, filling your own orders or something. I don't know if anything comes to mind, but you have the floor, my dear.
Okay. What is a good story that I could tell you? Um, Probably a funny story is, so I'm in Utah, and when I signed up, I called the home office and I left a message. And the only way I was able to find the number to the home office was they had a landing page. So when I signed up, it was, gosh, I think it was like the month after Heidi and Orville had purchased the company from Colette and Kara. So, it was kind of a weird time. And I remember I had to call twice and leave a message that I wanted to sign up. And Becky called me back. Orville put Becky as my sponsor. That was one of her perks for working at the office is she wasn't really getting paid, but they got paid in leads. So he said, I really felt like you were a good fit with Becky. And so he put me with Becky. But the funny part of the story is so Orville, I called and left messages twice. I had heard from Becky, and so I thought, okay, this is a done deal. Orville called me one time and left me a message. He wanted to know how I heard about Scentsy. And I remember I was so shy to call him back. I was like, oh my gosh, I think this is the owner of Scentsy giving me a call. And I'm like, oh, he probably won't know if I don't call him back. So I never called him back.
You stood Orville up.
Little did I know at the time, like when I signed up, I thought Scentsy was a big company. Like I thought, this was a giant company. And, I was just a little person in this big company. I should have known my consultant number is 92. That should have been my first giveaway. But I honestly didn't know how small Scentsy was until I went to the first convention. And my husband and I drove up to Idaho. And first time we'd left our kids, it was a big outing. And they were doing their park meeting where they did a crock pot full of sloppy joes. And there again, Jason and I were like, this is the first time we've left the kids. I said, you know what? They won't notice that we're not there. So we didn't go to the park. It's amazing Orville still talks to me. So the next morning when I showed up we stayed at the hotel where the convention was being held, and I walked up to the table, and I just remember Orville standing behind the table, and I'd never met him in person. I really wasn't sure it was him. And I told him my name, and he was like, oh my gosh, you came, because he thought I didn't come because we didn't go to the park the night before. So anyways, gave me a big hug. I walked in, there were 23 people at the convention. I'm like, wait a minute.
Like, what did I
I
get
guess
myself
we're not.
into?
Yes, yes. Now, I do have to tell you, the month that I signed up, we did have the full catalog. So I did not have the flip catalog with the photos. I really would have thought, what have I done if I would have received a bunch of photos for the catalog? So I'm grateful. The timing was perfect. We did have a catalog, but we did not have any training. My first party, in the handbook, there was a paragraph that told you how to explain Scentsy I don't think it told you how to set anything up, but it just told you how to explain, introduce Scentsy, our products. And at the time, we only had warmers and wax, thank goodness, and everything was the same price. But that's what I studied. And my first party, I was like, okay, this is it.
Well, and Nicole, wasn't it you that?
Which was Sarah Speechley, and many of you know her. And we've been doing it for 21 years now. So yeah, it's been quite a ride, very exciting. But one of the things I loved in the beginning is trying new things. I'm kind of grateful that we didn't have a training center because, it gave us a lot of flexibility to be creative and kind of find our way to build the business. It didn't have to be a certain way. And I kind of love that. And I honestly feel like we're at that place again. Like we are redesigning our businesses, trying to find our way and our space in this new modern social selling. And when I say modern social selling, I'm not saying everything has to be online because it does not, but you can do things online. But modern social selling is just finding a way to connect with people naturally and, just present the business or the products and find a fit for someone, let them experience the fragrance. And to me, I think Scentsy's the perfect fit for modern social selling. And I've had a lot of fun with coming up with new ways to build my business. So one more thing I'll share, and then I'll jump into what I've been working on. When I signed up with Scentsy, my husband was working 12, 14-hour days. And, so I was basically a single mom. So I was not able to do home parties. That was just not something that would work into our schedule. And I'm so grateful that we didn't have social media back then because I probably would have compared myself to the other people that were able to do the home parties and feel like, there wasn't a place for me because I built my business solely on basket parties and it worked for me. I was able to do it. And that's really where I catered to my customers. And I was able to promote to director just on doing basket parties alone. As my business started growing and there was a need for people requesting home parties, then I had one day a week. I had Thursdays. That was my party day. My husband knew he had to be home at a certain time because he was on duty. He was with the kids. And, another thing that I did with those parties, so I did one a week, one home party a week. And my whole goal was just to turn it over to the host and have them become a consultant. So many times I would come home and with zero sales, but I had a new team member and they were already off to a successful start. And I feel like we have that opportunity still to this day, which is an incredible opportunity to be able to flip our party to the host. But now we even have a discounted starter kit. So, that to me is a beautiful, beautiful way to build your business. So I kind of rambled on there. I'm sorry. Many of you that know me know I have the gift to gab. Sometimes I don't even make sense, but I can talk. So
Well, that's why we love
anyways.
you. And I think it was you, Nicole, that said it. It might have been like AD Mitchell that said one time it was funny. They called consultant support in the very beginning and Orville answered. And they were like, I don't know if that was you that
Yes.
said that or someone else. And they're like, wait, this is consultant support. No, I was trying to, this is Orville? No, I was trying to call consultant support. I was like, I think you wore all
Yes.
the hats in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yes, I think he was consultant support and probably Becky and Deanie when she was in there working. And yeah, it was a different time. But I think the humble start that we had really makes Scentsy so special of what it is today. Is, he has worn all those hats and it's been a process. It's been a growing process. And we've just grown and blossomed into this beautiful company. And, now we're redesigning, we're finding that place in this modern social selling world. And not too many people would be willing to just go for it and try new things. I mean, I'm so grateful that Orville has the entrepreneurial spirit that he does, and he's always up for a challenge. And the way him and Heidi both, the way they care about us and they truly want us to succeed. I mean, that's why Scentsy is so special. It wouldn't be where it is today without them. So, okay. Do you have any questions, Jacqueline, on what I just shared?
I love you. Delinda did say, how many in your downline? How many in your downline? I'm sure it's like got to be what, 15, 20,000. I can't remember. You've told me before.
Um, yes. Well, at one time we were up to 43,000.
Holy cow.
Now I know now we're at 23,000, which is incredible. But we have incredible leaders within our group. And it's really something special. It's nothing that I've really done to grow a downline that size, other than, I'm here, I'm working it every day. I'm willing to share ideas and support. And I mean, that's really the only thing that I've done. There's nothing special. What I do, anybody could do. I don't have anything special. So I think it was just not being afraid to offer the opportunity. And I think right now I've heard from a lot of people that they don't feel confident, and maybe some of you feel this same way of, the business has changed. I mean, I've heard people that have been in as long as I have, and they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to support these youngsters that are signing up. And I'm like, you know what? It's not that way. We don't have one age group signing up. I really feel like this is a time that the business is individualized. Like there's not one, back when I signed up, I think it was, the majority of us were stay-at-home moms, and we wanted to earn an extra income for the fun things, for the traveling, for, extracurricular activities for our kids, possibly stay at home with our kids. Like those were our goals, and we were all kind of the same age. It wasn't like the same age, but in the same group, age group. And I feel like now there are so many people signing up, but they're all different ages. I mean, I've had people recently sign up that are retired, that are looking for something fun to do. I've had someone sign up that was looking for a way to supplement their retirement income. One gal that just wanted to sign up to get her products at a discount. And then she's like, oh gosh, well, I kind of like quilting. I go to quilting shows every weekend. Maybe I should do Scentsy. I'm like, heck yes, you should. I mean, that fits into your life so perfect. We also have college students, people that have just turned 18. And I think that kind of gives us a challenge of how do you support these people in all these different age groups. And there's so many different needs, and there's not one way. There used to be a simple way that we could onboard and support people. Now it's just more of connecting and finding out truly what they want out of Scentsy. And there are some people that just want to sign up and get their product at a discount and never want to talk to you, and that's fine. But you want to be there if they need you. There's so many different people signing up and different reasons that they're signing up, that I think that's probably the hardest part, is individualizing how we can support them best. But for me, all I've been doing and focusing on with new team members is sharing fragrance. And I've told Jacqueline this before, that's all I've been talking about, is sharing fragrance. I send them a welcome text, invite them to my Facebook group. I give them a day, then I send them the catalog link, and I send them the steps on how to open a party. And then all of my conversation is sharing fragrance. I mean, I think that's where, if we just slow down and simplify it, a new consultant doesn't need to know how to become a director. Like, we just need to get them comfortable with sharing fragrance. And I love the sharing fragrance with 3 to 5 people a day. So anyways, I kind of went off on that, but if you're one of those that you feel like, oh my gosh, I really don't even know how to sponsor or, what I would do with a new team member, don't overthink it. It's just simple, simple. We share fragrance, we bring joy, and we get paid for it. So, hey, what's better than that? So, but yes, we won't talk about sponsoring tonight, but if you ever have any questions or if you ever want to chat about sponsoring or onboarding, like I said, what I do, anybody could do. And I keep things very simple because I think people that are joining, they don't want to be overwhelmed. And I think if we start giving them too much information and start telling them, oh, now you need to do shooting star. Now you need to, this is what you're doing to get certified. And, it's overwhelming. They're like, I already have a job. Like, oh, what have I done? This might be too much for me. So anyway, simple. Keep it very, very, very simple. That's my best advice, and share fragrance. So, okay, enough of that. So, I was talking to Jacqueline. So at the beginning of the year, I was like, okay, I don't know if you all felt it towards the last couple months of last year. I felt just this big shift on social media, a shift within business. And I think it was just the world was heavy. The world is still heavy. And things just kind of changed. It was like what we've been doing for the last 21 years is getting harder and harder. And I think many of you can agree with that. It's getting harder and harder, and we need to make some adjustments and some changes moving forward with our business. And that's when I really put the focus on share fragrance. And I think some people have just put so much pressure on themselves that we've lost the joy in the business. And if you start sharing fragrance, that's going to bring the joy back. That's what brings happiness to our customers. That's what connects us with our customers. So really just share fragrance. I wanted to, so in the beginning, I really built my business on basket parties. And I started thinking about, okay, what can I do to really focus on and put some time and energy and just creating something that's going to fit in this modern social selling space. And I love the rewards links. I don't call them shopping links. I call them rewards links. And I have probably about 20 of them open on my PWS at all times. And I don't really even ask some of my customers that have been with me for a long time, been with me for years. I just set them up a rewards link. And I tell them, okay, I set you up a rewards link this season. And anytime you place an order, I want you to go to the rewards link and you're going to earn half price items and free product. I'll let you know when you get close. So with my customers that have been around for a long time, order from me on a regular basis, they get one each season. I set them up the rewards link. Don't even ask, set it up. They're like, oh my gosh, thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. And they get excited. And then I keep them updated and keep in contact with them as their rewards start to grow. And that's a very simple thing to do. But I think it's with our rewards, that's such a generous program that we can offer, that our customers that order from us on a regular basis is they get to get something free and half price. So that's always a bonus for shopping. And I think in today's economy, any customer would definitely appreciate that. So when I love the rewards links, but I was like, I want to take it a step further. Like, fragrance is such an experience. And by just setting up a link, how do you get that experience? Like, you're not getting that experience. So I'm in the middle of doing this right now with all my samples. I decided to do a couple room spray samples, a counter clean, a washer whiff, and what else did I do? Oh, the Scentsy Fresh. So I have a little packet that I'm going to send them with the rewards link. But I wanted to take it a step further. So, since they're away, like if they're local, I can put together a bag with a warmer and, ask them what their favorite scents are and kind of curate and customize a bag for them for their experience. But when someone's out of the area, it makes it a little more difficult. So, in my little packet, I have included two samples. So, one for them and one for them to share, because we want them to share fragrance. We want them to try it and love it and give one to their friend, give one to their neighbor, and tell how excited they are and they love the fragrance. So I created this little card, and I will post it on the Facebook group. But on the front of it just says your Scentsy fragrance experience. Experience the fragrance, share what you love, earn rewards along the way. And on the back of it says your fragrance experience begins here. Inside are curated samples, one to enjoy, one to share, inviting you to explore scent in a way that feels personal and effortless. When someone shops through your personal link, you'll receive product credits and the opportunity to select items at half price. You can create an account to view your rewards anytime. I'm here to help you redeem them when you're ready. Then there's a place on the card, and I know you won't be able to read this, it's all going to be backwards, but there's a place for me to print a QR code. So they can have this card and actually take it with them, the catalog, the samples, and if they share it with someone, they can give them the card, they can scan it, go right to their party. So I tried to keep it super simple. Below the QR code, it says scan to explore and share with fragrance and joy, Nicole. So very simple. I kept the card more of like a boutique experience. So it's kind of like an elevated, but a simple, like a fragrance boutique. They're going to get this packet and they're just going to be so excited to experience it and share with others. I think is just a beautiful way to connect, but also to encourage that experience of fragrance that brings them joy, but also connects us through that experience and me following up with them. I'm going to create a fragrance menu. So I went through and I did 10 room spray samples of different scents, and I'm going to let them curate the scents that they want out of those 10. So it's going to be a fragrance menu. It's going to be very personalized, more of like, I am their fragrance concierge. I'm here to help you with this fragrance experience. You get to choose what you want. They're going to receive the packet, and it's just going to be a fun experience that they want to share with others. And that's kind of where I'm going with it. I've also been really leaning in towards Scentsy Club. I want to increase my Scentsy Club members, and I reward them when they place their order. I send them a little scent circle, a little thank you. And when the catalog changes over, which I'm going to have to do this different now since we have a catalog, for the year, I'll probably do it seasonal. I'm currently mailing out a catalog, and I did the April scent, or no, actually I did Barefoot Beach. I was going to do the scent of the month, but I'm like, you know what? I really like Barefoot Beach. It goes with the April edit theme this month. So I can put together that little package that I'm sending to. But I really want to build a better connection and be more of a Scentsy concierge to my Scentsy Club members. Couple reasons. I want to be there if they have any questions, if they need my help in creating their subscription, if they need suggestions. I mean, I want them to think they can come to me for anything. But I also want them to have a wonderful experience and feel pampered and appreciated and like they're part of something really special. So they'll refer it to their family and friends. So those are the two areas that I'm really leaning into. uh, this year, and I'm super excited about it because I think that the rewards link, it reminds me kind of the basket parties in the beginning, and I think this rewards link is just I think it's just not utilized as much. And I don't know if it's because, I mean, I have searched for trainings, I have searched for everything. You can't find anything on it. So I'm like, maybe that's the reason people are like, what is this? And now customers can create their own rewards link. And I did learn something new on that is if a customer is on your PWS and it says, there's a little message that says, you can earn this for half price or earn this for, I don't think it says free. I can't remember the exact verbiage. If they click on that, it's going to automatically set them up a rewards link. So they might not realize that they have set themselves up a rewards link. So if you have someone do that on your website and you reach out to them and they're confused, now you know why. But you just turn that around into, hey, this is an incredible, incredible program that we can actually give back to our customers and reward them for their purchases. So it's a simple system. It's a simple, wonderful, what am I trying to say? Like a program that we can offer to our customers, and I'm so grateful for it. And I think if we just put a little more attention to that, our customers will feel appreciated, and that brings them joy. If they can experience the fragrance, whether they're local or not, we can give that same fragrance experience. That's what our business is really built on, that personal connection and the joy that fragrance brings us in our life. So
I
that's
love
all
it.
I have to say about that.
I love that you don't really give your customers the option to choose. You just say, here's a reward link. It had me thinking too. I texted 5 or 6 customers about the soak. I'm going to retext all of them after this in just a minute and just say, I created a rewards link just for you because I know that you love the soak.
Yes.
If you order, well, 2 of them already ordered, but it's okay. I'll figure that out. But the ones that haven't yet that I know love it, I'll just say, hey, order when you order the soap, order from this link and share with friends. And anyone that orders, you get credit. So
Yes.
I love that idea of just putting it out there. I also love the idea. I've got some great clubbers. I may make those cards and just put a little personalized note with it and say, I made you your own personal rewards link because I know you love the product. I'll keep it open for 30, 60 days, however long you want. Share the QR code with all your friends and family and you get all the credit. I think I'm just going to do
Yes.
that. I'm not going to even ask them. I'm
Yeah.
just going to sign. I may do like a trial and send it with like a scent circle or something to spoil my clubbers, but send it to like 10 clubbers at first and see their reaction and see if they're getting, I might do that. Like, I don't know why I haven't thought of that before with my clubbers because those are all people who they get it consistently. They love the product. They love follow up. Most of them love the follow up when I follow up with them. So I'm
Yeah.
going to do that.
Yeah. Well, and it really puts us at a fragrance concierge level. And I really feel it with our rebranding, our scents, like we are like a fragrance boutique
Yeah.
company. It really is exciting. It's an elevated, it's a very, um, beautiful, beautiful packaging product. And yeah, I'm just really excited to share it. So, do you want me to read my club card? I know I,
Yes, and then will you share that what you're about to read, and then Cindy Walker
yes,
also asked if you could share all that other card that you read that you're going to put the QR code. If you'll share that, maybe
yes.
a picture of your samples all put together cute. If not, just share the card.
Yes, they're being made right now, and I'm happy to share the cards and stuff from that. It's very simple because I didn't want it to be cutesy or crafty. I want it to be more like a fragrance boutique.
Mhm.
So it's very simple and has the fragrance listed at the bottom, like our bars do now, the notes. So, like my room spray says Blue Grotto, and then it tells the notes below it. And then on the back of the cards, it says like a couple ways that you can use your room spray. And says that it's travel friendly and all the things. So like I said, I've tried to keep it really simple, but yet really lean into that concierge because we are fragrance concierge. And I think this gives us an incredible opportunity to build those connections with our customers, but also reward them through club, reward them through the rewards links, but don't ever call them shopping links, they're rewards links. So, it's rewarding our customers. So, okay, my club card is, so on the front of it says, thank you for being a Scentsy Club member. And at the bottom it says fragrance curated for you. And then on the other side, it says, your love of fragrance is truly celebrated here. With Scentsy Club, your favorites arrive on your schedule, thoughtfully replenished and beautifully enjoyed. As a member, you'll enjoy exclusive savings, the ability to keep discontinued, can I talk? Favorites through Always Get My Bar, access to club only products, and the opportunity to select an item at half price on orders over 60. You'll also earn points towards future discounts, another way your love of fragrance is rewarded. If you'd ever like help refreshing your subscription or exploring something new, I'm here to create it with you. With fragrance and joy, Nicole. So it's just very simple, very, just more of a service. Scentsy Club is a service that we're offering them. And I had told Jacqueline before with the Scentsy Club, one of my goals is to reach out to them one-on-one. And those that have a half price item, I want to tell them that, one of the most, I'm trying to think of how I would even word it, but one of the most favorite ways to use a half price item is on a whiff box, because then that will give them, a great discount on their whiff box, getting it for half price. But it will also give them a way that they can try different products that they normally would not purchase. And I'm all about the whiff box. I think the whiff box is an incredible something I haven't really, I talk about it with my customers, but that's another area that, I want to get a lot of club subscriptions for the whiff box, because why wouldn't you do it monthly? A little surprise every month. So that's another area that I am going to focus on, but I am going to send them a text and reach out to them one-on-one. And, if they're not quite at that $60 to get a half price item, then I'm going to let them know if they spend, just a little more, that they'll get a half price item and they can choose to do a whiff box. It's an incredible, incredible perk and a wonderful value, and something that they get to try new. It's created each month and has a fun theme, and, arrives right to their doorstep. So that's another area with the club card that I'm going to focus on, getting those whiff box for half price, because I think if we can get new products into their hands and they can experience them and experience new fragrances, they're going to fall in love with them. So
Love it. Someone said, do you use a QR code for each person or just your code? I'm assuming if it's a rewards link, you create a
yes,
personal QR code and print it.
yes, yes. But I wanted to keep it super simple. So like I said, I'm going to send 2 catalogs, one for them, one to share, and all the samples. And that's just my way of doing it. I can share the Canva link, or else we can create one that doesn't say I'm going to send 2 samples, and just say, you're going to get this sample pack to experience and enjoy. So, I just think I want them to talk about it. I want them to be excited about it. And I just thought I want them to share fragrance. Like I said, that's my whole goal this year, is sharing fragrance for myself and for everyone else. Just share fragrance. That's all we need to do. Talk about it, share it, let people experience it. That's what really makes Scentsy so special. And I think it's those moments of the experience that really, they get the most out of Scentsy. they get excited about Scentsy. And, it's creating those memories. I don't know if you've heard of, there's one gal that's been doing weddings,
Yeah.
and she's actually been doing wedding, like the boutiques and stuff where brides come, for wedding vendors. And she's offering to create or curate a signature scent for them for their wedding. And I'm like, you know what a wonderful idea for a wedding venue, to create a scent that's going to remind you of that special day. But we can also offer that to our customers. They can mix a couple different scents and create their own signature scents. So there's so many different ways that we can really go with fragrance and just offering that incredible experience for them and that fun way to create something on their own. So,
I love it. I love it. I was seeing if there are any other questions. She calls it scentscaping.
yes.
Lewis does that. Yep, I've seen Tiffany Lewis has a great form that she uses. She's shown it or sent it to me before. Make sure any other questions. She added, Cindy Walker, we are not cutesy anymore, so much more elegant and modern, just like you said, Nicole. I
Yes.
mean, all Nicole. You'll see when Nicole, if you'll post that, Nicole, I may have to approve it, but just post it and I'll get it approved on there. But you'll see in all of Nicole's stuff, it is very just elegant, very very beautiful, very classy. I like the word classy. I think the catalog we have is very classy. So I think it
Yes.
just goes along all that. So many awesome ideas. Thank you, Nicole. Nicole, you rock. You rock.
Thank
And I'm
you.
super jealous that it's very light out where you're at right now because it's very dark here.
Yes, it is very light. We are very lucky to have the sun. I know what time it is. Yes. It'll probably be light for another half hour or so.
Well, Nicole, you are so amazing. I appreciate you so much coming on here. And if you guys don't know that, if you're in my group, you're in Nicole's group. So Nicole is your, if I'm your grandma, she's your great grandma. So you're stuck with
Yep.
both of us. Nicole is incredible. And so if you ever can't get a hold of me, get a hold of her. If you ever want different ideas, we're both very open to helping everyone. And I know Nicole says this too, but we're very blessed to have such an incredible group. I know she feels the same way about each of you. She knows a lot of you too. I know just from names and
Mhm.
whatnot. But if you are coming to SFR, if you see Nicole, flag her down and go talk to her and give her a hug because again, she's your family. You're in the genealogy up to up to Cincy Home Office. You are underneath her. So she is one of the most genuine, what you see is what you get person. Like if you ask yourself afterwards, is she really this nice? She's really this nice. She's amazing. If I ever hear anyone that doesn't like Nicole, I'm like, there's something wrong with them. Not that I ever do. I'm just saying there has to be something wrong with them because
You're too kind.
Nicole's amazing. I love her. So yes, Tiffany wants to unmute real quick. Go for it, girl.
Oh my gosh. Leave it to me to have technical difficulties. I just wanted to show you the
Let me spotlight you real quick.
okay.
Let me find your name.
I cannot take credit for this. I did, obviously change it to my information and stuff like that. But this is the brochure that I hand out at events. Oh no, it went away. When I do scentscaping is what it is called. But I used a picture of my daughter and my oldest daughter and her husband. And then of course I'm showcased in the middle. And then just some wedding flowers, a simple thing. And then the fragrance flowers. And down here, there is an air quad.
Yes,
Love it.
So,
anyway, you
yes.
could post also like a picture of that and the candle link for that for people by chance. Do you mind? Or
Yes.
you are
Yes.
awesome.
Like I said, I did not create that, but I did put obviously my own spin on it and my information. And I have not done a wedding yet, but Jody is on here and I will be doing her wedding. So,
Yay.
yeah.
Yes, Laura
So
H said,
exciting.
Laura said, I have an event Friday and I want to offer it as a part of my booth. So yes, thank you, Tiffany.
Yes. I'll get that over there.
Yes.
And that flyer is beautiful.
stunning.
Yes, like I said, I did not create the flyer.
Yes. Yes.
I tweaked it and added a few things of my own on it, and feel free to use it. Let's hope I can find the Canva link.
You can. I've got faith in
So,
you, Tiffany.
okay.
Well,
Thank
and
you.
Scentscaping just sounds as like we are a fragrance boutique.
Yes.
It's elevated. And so I think, kind of changing our language and matching this beautiful catalog and this beautiful opportunity that we have going forward is so important. And it's exciting. I mean, I am just excited at the business today as I was when I signed up 21 years ago. And I'm excited for the change. I'm excited for the new products, the offerings, the creative ways that people are building their businesses. I mean, I think it's all incredible and I'm here for it.
I love it. I love it. And your energy is super contagious, Nicole. I love that. I mean, I can feel your excitement across the computer. And for you to be in for 21 years, I think I look at the list of people who have been on here forever. And I mean, there's Kaylin Johnson. She's been around forever and ever. And I think too, when you've been around as long as we have, or Kaylin, or people, we need to see that it can be exciting again, and it is exciting again. And we have to just catch up to times and do the things that makes us enjoy it, but also share that excitement again. It's easy to get in a funk, and so I think that's really important. I'm so proud of you guys for showing up tonight, for putting your business first, because by getting connected and feeling like you're a part of this community, in our community, hopefully you took something away that gets you excited, even if it's just a little idea that you run with and focus on, and that brings you new fruitful conversations and customers and parties and stuff. So I love
Jacqueline, I forgot that I had created a Scentsy bridal intake sheet. I will include that link as well.
Yes. Kaylin said, Tiffany Lewis, I think you should do a training on the wedding stuff. That would be awesome, especially, hey, do Jody's too. And then you can share all the things and how you do it. Could you do that?
I'll wing it.
And then I think once you have these wonderful brides that you're going to be blessing with the scentscaping and the signature scent, they're going to need it in their club.
Yes.
Why? Yes. So, it's just going to keep on giving.
I love it.
I agree with that. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
This has been so good. Okay. I know we went over a little bit, but when we have Queen Nicole on, we'll give her the floor for as long as she wants.
That's scary because
I can listen to you talk forever. Like I follow all the rambles because I'm the same way. I'm like, we're going here, we're going there. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Preach. So
I have the gift to gab. That's it.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Nicole, for joining us, and thank you, Tiffany, for sharing, and Kaylin for suggesting that. It's a great suggestion. Stay tuned. We are going to talk. I love hearing the beginnings of Scentsy. We should do a mindset of just, you probably have to brainstorm before, you and Jason, because I want to hear his perspective of the beginnings. We should schedule one where it's all the stories of the beginnings and all the funny things that happen. Like, I'm sure Jason's perspective is different from yours. We should do that sometime. I think
that would be fun.
That'd be really cool. Yes, Kaylin, me too. Me too. I think we talked about that last week or a couple weeks ago on the director call, when Jason kept ninjing in the call. He'd be all of a sudden he'd pop up and start sharing stuff.
He told me tonight, he's like, I promise to stay out.
I expected him on at least once. I'm a little disappointed. Tell him I'm a little disappointed he didn't make one appearance tonight. But we appreciate you guys joining us. Oh, is he right there?
No, he went in the other room so he wasn't tempted. He was like inching over last
night. All of a sudden you do this and you see
them
on the screen and share something. So, but yes, we'll schedule that out. Stay tuned for Monday. Me and Amy have a whole thing we want to do on fundraisers and how to get creative with getting fundraisers. I actually just got a fundraiser for a little kid with autism that keeps escaping. And I think that there's going to be a lot of ways you can creatively do that, get fundraisers, get different things like that. So anyway, stay tuned for that. If we reschedule it for Monday, because I'm going to be out of town and Amy can't for some reason, then I'll let you guys know. But Nicole, you're amazing. So love you.
I love you too. Thank you for inviting me. I love hanging out with you guys, and a privilege and an honor to spend time with you. So thank you for inviting me. And one thing before you, and I will post the photos of the cards that I have, and then I'll get the Canva link. So, but I won't have the Canva link until probably tomorrow, but I'll do the photos tonight on your page so you can see it. And then when you get the Canva link, you can change it and make it your own or use it as is. I'm totally fine with that too. So
I love it. I love it. Well, you guys go have a great rest of your week, and Amy will see you on Monday. I won't, but I promise you, I'm going to pop in on our mindset page sometime next week, and show you something cool from home office. So look for that next week. Love you, everyone. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Monday.
Thank you, Nicole.
you're welcome. Love you guys. Thank you.
Love you.